On the 16th of March 1872, the first FA Cup final was held. The game was played between the Wanderers and the Royal Engineers at Kennington Oval, a cricket ground. The teams were 11 aside, as they are now, and they played to a crowd of 2,000 people at the Kennington Oval cricket ground in the first ever Football Association Cup final. In the 1800s, it was very common for football to be played on cricket grounds because the idea was that it gave players something to do, a way to keep fit in the winter months. And that's how soccer, or football as we call it, became popular. They played with no goal nets. Who needs a net? And the final score was 1-0 to Wanderers. The only goal of the game being scored by Wanderers player Morton Betts. In total, Kennington Oval hosted 20 FA Cup finals. Before the FA Cup final, there was no regular competitive matches between English football teams. And in November 1871, 15 teams signed up to this new competition. Now, I'm going to have to read you the teams because there's no way I would remember 15 teams. But this is interesting because they're not actually all location based. So we have Barnes, the Civil Service, Hitchin, Crystal Palace, which isn't the same as the current day Crystal Palace, Maidenhead, Marlow, Queen's Park in Scotland, Donington School, Upton Park, Clapham Rovers, Royal Engineers, Reigate Priory, Wanderers, Harrow Checkers and Hampstead Heathens. What will be interesting to you, even if you are not a football fan, is the way that the logistics of the time meant that the competition had to be organised. Queen's Park was the Scottish team, so they're up in Scotland, and because of travel issues with them getting around to games, they were immediately put to the semi-finals. In the semi-finals, the Royal Engineers played against Crystal Palace and beat them 3-0. Wanderers were due to play Queen's Park, but Queen's Park didn't even make it to their semi-final. The journey from Scotland to London was going to be too expensive for them, and so Wanderers were awarded the win. So the final was played between Wanderers and the Royal Engineers. Wanderers so called because they had no fixed ground, and all the players were from a public school background. That club folded in 1887, but apparently has been recently resurrected and is playing in in a minor league. The Royal Engineers had been founded in 1863 by Major Francis Marindin. All of the players had seen military action, and that club apparently is still going strong today.